This ain't my scene, I beg my leave. My face ain't clean, this is just me. Some ways I lean, escaping green. I state my dream, not in between. This ain't my scene, I beg my leave. My face ain't clean, this is just me. Some ways I lean, escaping green. No in between.
This is just me. A sound, a style, a groove, a rhythm.
No in between.
I know you have to say what you're given. I'll move on, yeah, I'll move on. 1 minute, then I'm gone. I'm gone. So this is just me. It's a sound, it's a style, it's a groove, it's a rhythm.
No in between.
I know you have to say what you're given. I'll move on, yeah, I'll move on. 1 minute, then I'm 1 minute, then I'm This is just me. A sound, a style, a groove, a rhythm. No in between. I know you have to say what you're given.
Right, hello Facebook and YouTube. What a freaking fantastic time to be here with you guys again today. It is absolutely awesome to be here again, and we are looking forward to giving you lots and lots and lots of value in this session. So this session, we're going to be doing about Business Strategy 101, building a business that creates freedom. So Business Strategy 101, building a business that creates freedom. And right now on the call, we have some of the most amazing, incredible, internationally recognized entrepreneurs in the world, ready to tell you exactly what you need to do to create that freedom for yourself from your business. So I am actually super, super excited about this because my reason and we're having a party, yay! Thank you, Alan. My reason for being here, or my whole reason for being in entrepreneurship is to create freedom for myself. I want that free time. I want that financial freedom. I want to be able to chase my dreams and do everything I ever wanted to do. And that's why I'm an entrepreneur. So I'm so keen to hear what you guys have to say on this topic.
Well, first of all, I think everybody wants that freedom. So I think this is going to be an absolutely incredible topic. So, but then again, who are you?
Oh, yes. It's one of those Fridays, guys, where the streaming software doesn't want to work. The entrepreneurs are all over the place. I kicked people out of the original link. I think I forgot to actually move the microphone in front of us, so that might be slightly better. I'm Nadine.
And that would make me Peter.
We're the co-founders of Explore ProTech Entrepreneurial Haven, and we host this space every single Friday for entrepreneurs across the world to just get together and get some answers. You know, get to know the people that can help you and hear what they have to say. Ask them all your questions and we force them to answer. And and then we drop their LinkedIn links in the description so you can actually connect with them. So this is a safe space. I want you to go ahead and chat to everyone around you, chat about the topic that we are talking about, make friends, meet all the entrepreneurs around you, and then also ask us all of your questions so that we can have our panel members answer.
Yeah, and don't be shy. You know, if somebody's giving an answer and it's something that you actually resonate with, or if it's something that you actually want to know more about, their links will be in the description. Reach out and chat. No, nothing is more simple than solving a problem over a cup of coffee.
For sure. Okay, so before we get started with your questions, I think what would be great is if we went around and introduced ourselves so you can see who you're learning from today. So yeah, Nasir and Peter, Explore ProTech co-founders, networking enthusiasts. We're finding the 500 entrepreneurs that want to go onto the Forbes 500 list with us. So that's what we're into, and we're creating a whole beautiful community of entrepreneurs that want to do that with us. But let's hear. So we have right next to us on the screen a person called Janine. Janine, do you want to introduce yourself? Where are you from? What do you do? Why are you excited to speak on this topic?
Hi everyone, I'm Janine Lingenfelder, owner of Jelani Sales. We make cold calling warm. I know, cold calling warm. Taking it, making your leads and convert them for you. I'm based in South Africa and I just love the topic because I think it's something everybody needs to hear. So listen out, I'm quite excited for today.
Fabulous, thank you, Janine. And you are from sunny South Africa.
That's right.
Awesome. Okay, and then we have a new person that you guys haven't seen before.
But we have.
She's actually one of our expert guests for today. Tamron, don't you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to all of our YouTube fans?
Thanks, Nestine. Nestine keeps throwing out expert there. It makes me nervous. But I am an expert in my particular field purely because it's built from all of my mistakes. So what I do is help you not make my mistakes when you're building your business. I am also based in South Africa. I started with an accounting firm and I opened one or two little businesses after that and completely did everything wrong and burnt out more than once, to the point that I decided I had to start over again and relook at the way things are done. And now my latest business is helping other business owners set things up correctly and run things the right way, so that you don't just work hard, you actually get the results that you're looking for.
I absolutely love that. Thank you so much, Tamron. And thank you for being here with us today. What an honor. Okay, and you're also from sunny South Africa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And then we have a very awesome looking person on the screen called Alan. Alan, don't you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to the fans again?
Hey, Al McDonald. I am currently in Cairo. We are having a long weekend here, hence the party atmosphere. I have opened 4 businesses and have descended into just drinking now. So what my expertise is in industrial and commercial safety. So while we all have to aspire to have businesses, as business owners, we all have a responsibility to all of those employees and the public to make sure they stay safe. Not staying safe, certainly in North America, can be very expensive. There was an article yesterday in our local news feed. Tesla is dishing out $137 million to one person because they just couldn't not harass him. He's a black fellow, and he is now, I suppose you could say, independently wealthy, but suffered some racial slurs and derogatory remarks while he was on the assembly line. So I helping people just stay out of that kind of trouble.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Alan. We're so happy to have you on the call with us today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Awesome. Okay, guys, so the way we're going to run this session. No. Kelsey, would you like to be on the screen? Peter wants you on the screen.
I don't know if I'm ready for that, but I'll give it a go.
Okay. Kelsey, would you like to introduce yourself to YouTube and the world?
Yeah, so I'm Kelsey. I am owner of Adelia Ray LLC It's a marketing company where I specialize in Facebook marketing, and I'm in and launching a marketing CRM for sales and marketing. And I'm located in Wisconsin, United States.
Fabulous. It's amazing. Okay, guys, so a lot of first-time guests today on the show. This is amazing. Okay, so the way we're going to run this show is we are going to ask the question. Then if the panelists, if you have something to say, please can you put up your little heart on the actual screen? Then what we will do is me and Peter will cue the answers from there. So if you want to answer the question, which you are going to have to, please put up the heart, and then me and Peter will cue who gets to answer which way.
Today is going to be slightly different. Usually we have 3 or 4 questions, and of those 3 or 4 questions, we have 3 or 4 answers from various people from various different backgrounds and various fields, so we have a comprehensive answer. However, today is more of a singular topic, so it's going to be more of a discussion forum. So let's just see where it goes.
Cool. Okay, so this is the first question that I have for you, and it's our only question, and it's from Lana, and I want us to give Lana all the deep down details that no one else will ever give her. Like, let's give her some real value. Okay, guys? So Lana wrote into us and she said, I started my business because I wanted to have more free time and financial freedom. But at the moment, I'm working harder and longer hours than I ever worked in corporate. And I'm earning 25% of my corporate salary. Is that normal? How do I move forward from here? I have been going for 3 years. So I am going to just read that out for you guys just one more time, and then we can take some answers. So Lana says, I started my business because I wanted to have more free time and financial freedom. But at the moment, I'm working harder and longer hours than I ever worked in corporate. And I'm earning 25% of my corporate salary. Is that normal? How do I move forward from here? I've been doing it for 3 years. Okay, so I see we already have a heart on the screen from Tamron. Tamron, please go ahead and give your best answers to Lana. Lana, stay tuned because this is going to be good.
First of all, is it normal? Yes. Yes, it's very normal. In fact, I haven't met someone yet who opened their own business and didn't suddenly discover that it's 20 times the work that you thought it was going to be. Even if you did research before opening your own business, there are still things that happen that you didn't expect to happen. There are things that go wrong. There are legislations that you were not aware of. There are employment issues that you never would have considered. So yes, it's very normal. It's nothing unusual, and it doesn't necessarily mean you did anything wrong in your 3 years. What I would say is there's 2 areas that you can focus on to change it. The first is to be sure that you are actually charging your value, because 9 times out of 10 people who start their own business, and particularly if you are in a service-based business, you are nervous to charge what you are worth. We are self-conscious pricing ourselves, and because the business is brand new, you try and be competitive with other people in the market, so you tend to go in cheaper. So one of the worst things that you can do in a service-based business is undervalue yourself in your pricing. You are going to end up working way harder than you should, and you're not going to be earning what your value is. So that would be the first thing I would say, is look at what you are actually charging for what you do and make sure that it is actually according to what you are offering. And the second place that you should focus your energy is then your systems, your internal systems and your processes, because there's a high chance that you are losing time doing things in an inefficient way, or doing things that you could actually have been handing over to somebody else if you had taken the time to document how. So it's another big mistake that business owners make, is that they don't sit down and actually document from beginning to end how they want a process to run, whether it's a marketing process or an accounting process or how you offer your actual service. It's huge value for you to sit down and go, okay, this is how I want it to go. This is how I want to do it while I'm doing it. And then if I'm going to bring someone else in to do it for me, I want to know they're doing it the same way because this is my business and my brand and my culture. So I want it to be done this particular way. We tend to try, even when we bring on help, we tend to try and share that sort of via osmosis almost, let them watch you or tell them verbally what needs to be done. But it's going to be far more efficient and far more time beneficial for you in the long run to actually have written down systems and procedures.
I love that, Tamara. Maybe just elaborate for us, if you've never written down any process for your business, it can feel so overwhelming. I know, because I don't like writing down processes. I know I'm supposed to be a good accountant, but I just don't like doing it. Where do you start? Like, where would you even start with writing down your whole business? And how long does it even take? Does it, like, are you writing a book? Because I feel like it will, I don't know. It feels so overwhelming in the beginning. Maybe you can just give Lana a little more direction there.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. When I first wrote mine down, it took me 50 hours and I didn't even cover my entire business. So yes, it is very time consuming. However, things have changed quite a lot in the last 2 years in terms of the technology available to you. And I would say that if you battle to sit down and get your thoughts in order on paper, then don't. Sit in front of Zoom, have a meeting for one, and talk into the camera and describe your processes to yourself, recording live, well, recording the session, because there are now pieces of software for you that you can then use to take that transcript and automatically extract it to something like Word, where you can then sit and edit them. And that's going to save you so much more time. And as a video, you can start discussing your processes and you go, oh, no, I got that wrong. You can stop, you can delete that recording if you want to, or you can go back and start again. You can cut that piece out. You can do anything you want to using the video and then have it transcribed to text and edit your final version. And it's going to be much easier, especially for people who do battle to get their thoughts in order immediately, because sometimes it's not that easy. You kind of know it's there. You might have even been doing it the same way over and over and over, but when you actually stop to talk about it, you can't define those steps. So sometimes it's easier to just speak through those steps, and then when you see them on paper in a transcript, you can break them down into, okay, this is step one, this is step two. Now I need a little bit more detail for step one, or I need way more detail for step three, because I've said something in one sentence that actually takes a lot more thought and involvement. But that's your starting point, and it makes it a lot easier.
Thank you so much, Tamara. That is so valuable. I love that. Okay, Lana, so that's already 2 awesome tips for you. So start with writing down the processes and then make sure you're charging your actual value. Super important. Janine, you had your hearts up. Give us your best tips for Lana. So how do you create a business that creates a freedom for you?
Yeah, as Tamron said, it's definitely normal. Don't feel alone. But, I've learned that we can do anything, but we can't really do everything, at least not at the same time. So I think your priorities is in terms of your activities, what you do. So timing is really, really everything. And it comes back to in terms of, I'm not sure what you've done in the 3 years, but have you collaborated? Have you thought of that process of collaborating with other people in your own spheres, in the sense of your own business that you're doing? Don't see them as competition. There's no such thing as competition, really. You can learn so much from your competitor. It's actually scary. And by learning, you are educating yourself and your business, and you will grow. I can promise you, because I'm proof of that. The second thing from my side is your target audience. Do you have a specific target audience? Are you sure that you are targeting the right people? For me, it's still a process for myself. I've been established since 2019, but it's still a process. To give you an idea, it's not something that happens overnight. My next thing would be is, are you in a network? Do you belong to a network in your community that will help you with these things that you're stuck at, where they have got expertise where you might not, or your expertise are very little, but theirs are so high that it will save you the time you need to get that freedom you want? So I would definitely recommend be part of a community that, and I'm going to say this again, you have the sky above you, the earth below you, and of course the fire within you. Work with people that keeps that fire burning within you, and that you will find within the network that is within your own values. I'm Janine from Jelani Sales, your virtual sales office.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Janine. That is so much value right there. And just by the way, a little birdie told me that if Lana is still looking for a community that could actually help her with all the different tasks in her business, you just might be the person to speak to. Am I right?
I would love to connect with her and see where I can help her, but also then pull her into Explore ProTech so that she can really see how her fire can burn.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Janine. That is so valuable, Lana. I know this is helping a lot. I wish I had a community like this around me when I just started, because, you know, my problem was in the beginning, it is really difficult, but the chances of you, I mean, let's just maybe see with the people on the screen, like who here started their entrepreneurial enterprises and the next day they were literally earning their salary that they used to earn in corporate. It takes time, right? It takes time. And you tend to be so hard on yourself. You tend to feel like this isn't normal. Like, I'm pretty sure when Google did this, they did better than this. Well, guess what? It's very normal. Before Google expanded and just became a, they started in a freaking garage. Not because they wanted the story to sound romantic. They didn't have a choice. So yeah, no, this is super valuable. Okay. Alan, you had some value to share as well with Lana. So please can you tell her how does she move forward from here to build that business that's going to realize her dreams and give her financial freedom and freedom in time?
Stick with it.
Just move a little bit closer to the mic because we're struggling to hear you.
How's that? Is that better?
Better. Thank you.
Okay. I'm just on my phone here. Stay with what you're doing. A lot of people new to business are where she's at right now. They've left the business that was already organized. Someone did all of that building work that Janine and Tamron have talked about. And when you start, you don't know what you don't know. And very quickly you figure out that, oh my goodness, there's a pile of stuff to know. How will I ever get there? I started my business when I was 53. I'm now 60. And it is daunting, but if you can do a couple of things, one is know what you're selling, know exactly what you're doing, do that upfront research on markets, understand what your market is, understand really what your market wants. Jump out there on Facebook or LinkedIn, throw some polls out there, talk to some people, and find out what their pain is. As soon as you know what their pain is, you then know how to solve it. And that pain is in relation to whatever you're doing. The other piece of this is, as Cameron said, there's reams and reams of legislation on all kinds of different sides of the business to try and figure that stuff out. Janine said a valuable thing. Get into a network. I know I moved to, I'm in Cairo right now, but when I started the business, I was in Calgary, Alberta, over in Canada. And I realized right away, I'm new to this city of 1.2 million. I don't know anybody here. How am I going to learn? How am I going to make those connections? And I need to talk to business owners. So I hunted around a little bit and tried out a few networking groups and settled on the CIBN, and they eventually led me to ProTech. So here we are, talking to people around the world and learning from them. One of the things that you'll find in networking is, well, as in most loyalty-based groups, and entrepreneurs are seriously loyal people, is you'll get a wealth of information for nothing. And we are not afraid to call a spade. So I don't know if you guys have ever watched Dragon's Den or whatever Mr. Wonderful says, stop burning your money, because that's not going to work. We'll tell you that. We'll save you a whole bunch of pain and heartache. And the other thing is, hey, why don't you try this? Most of these groups have mastermind groups where you can get together and say, I got this problem. How do I go about figuring out what my customers' pains really are? I will tell you. Because that's how because we've, to some extent, been down that same road. Some of us still are. The other thing to realize is that your processes, to get back to what Tamron was saying, your processes are a living document. They will change over the life of your company. So this is not a one and done. This is you working on your company. If you find yourself working in your company, you need to change that right away. Working in the company is simply you've gone and you bought yourself a job. And that's not what we want. If you want to buy yourself a job, give up all that heartache and just go to work for somebody else.
Alan, I can't agree more. And like, I get trapped in that cycle so easily, right? Because I just like pleasing people. So I always turn myself into the model employee. And before I see it, I'm working for myself, but at 25% of what I work for someone else. So, but I just want to stop you there, because this is very, very, very important what you said. We need to, if you find yourself working in your company, you got to change that. You got to start working on your company. But now I want to put you on the spot. On a long weekend, how do we get Lana out of working in her own company and working on her company? How do you do that? How do you move?
Well, take the 4 things that Tamron and Janine said and start doing them. And it is difficult, absolutely, because you're now forcing yourself to figure out how it is that if Lana's going to go into competition with her old corporate life, so how is it that we actually did that at last company? How did they do that? One of the most elusive things, and the things that give growing companies the biggest headache, is how do I find good people? I tell my kids this all the time. There are not very many smart people in the world, and we obviously have cornered the market on smart people because we're all smart here. But it is extremely difficult to deal with the human resources part as you grow. And when you hit some place where you got to start looking at 5 to 10 people working underneath you, you better have systems in place, because not only does just trying to manage those people create heartache for you and difficulties, but you now add a sense of responsibility. Those 10 families depend on you to keep your business running. There's nothing worse than telling somebody, I'm sorry, but we're closing the doors. Because you know, ultimately, you'll feel responsible for those 10 families that now have to go out and find some more work somewhere else. If you've got systems in place, that simply won't happen. You will grow. The world is growing. It's ever expanding, just like the universe. But it takes a lot of very hard work. You, Lana is in year 3. You're 3 more ahead of you. You will start to grow. You'll see successes in the next 6 to 9 months. And certainly sticking with us will certainly help you along as much as we can. And we're a worldwide audience.
Thank you, Alan. I love that. Just once again, that is Alan from
Industrial Employee Safety in Cairo and based out of Calgary, Alberta.
Fabulous. Thank you, Alan. I also think I like what you said about the learning, start learning, start doing masterminds, start asking people, get feedback. That is something that a lot of entrepreneurs actually miss in reality. And I know why, because I was there too. I'm like, I came in from corporate. I'm top in my field. I have a freaking master's degree in accounting. Now I'm trying to run my own business and I have to accept the reality that I have no clue how to do this. And immediately when you feel that, it's like this immediate shame. And that's like, don't feel that. Why are you feeling that? Let's just have a look on the screen. Who of you think that you know everything there is to know about entrepreneurship? Okay, but how many years have you been in the game? How successful are you? You're some of the most successful people in the world. You've been in this game for a while, and even you don't know everything about entrepreneurship yet.
Here's the thing, right? Sorry. Who doesn't want to have a superpower? I mean, let's make it really simple. Who doesn't want to have a superpower? You can either function as a superhero on your own, or you can function within a team, within a group of people that all have different powers in different areas. So if you want to be really good at one thing, be good at that, but don't expect yourself to be able to do everything. And like Alan was saying, the power of networking is bigger than what we can actually comprehend. It's bigger than ourselves. It's the group mindset where when you're networking with people that have the skills that you need, you can rely on them to support you, and they can rely on you to support them. How powerful is that when you have access to people that know what you need? It is limitless. I absolutely love it.
Fabulous.
Test it and prove me wrong.
Yeah. And then start learning and getting feedback, because it's okay to not, you're actually more empowered when you're teachable and learning than you are if you're closed to possibilities.
No, prove me wrong and I'll quit.
One comment, running a business is like raising a kid. There's not really a manual. Right? You're going to learn, you're going to go make mistakes, and for the most part, you'll recover. Yeah, so that's really how I look at it. It's a lot of work, but there's a lot of reward every day when you make progress.
Well, let's do an exercise quickly. Of the people that we have on this session, there are people from different arenas with different expertise. If I decided that right now I want to start a brand new company, I don't know what it is yet. So obviously I'm relying on people like Janine, like Tamron, like Kelsey, like Alan, because I can go to them and say, listen, I'm actually starting a business.
We could probably start whatever we want because Janine can sell everything. Kelsey can do the social media. Alan can do the safety and the university and the teaching everyone everything. And then Tamron, you can make sure we have all the outsourced suppliers for whatever we need. So we should do that.
And not only can they come from their field of expertise, they can come from their experience and how they actually started their own businesses and went through the troubles and the issues that they went through, which means that you can learn from their mistakes and they can teach you from their mistakes. How cool is that?
That is very, very cool. Okay, guys, so we have a bit more time. We have about 7 minutes to go. So what I want us to do now is every one of you needs to give Lana your best freedom finding building hack in business. So what's the one thing that you've done or you're going to do or that you know about doing that will actually enable you to find more freedom in your business empire? Okay, let's start with Alan.
Okay. Schedule.
Just a little bit closer to the
Schedule,
thank you.
Yeah. Schedule your day. Your schedule will help you keep your focus. And not only that, schedule in right now 3 times a day to go do something physical. Go for a half-hour walk, but get out there, release your mind from looking at whatever you're looking at and let it just wander around. It will solve problems on its own. That's what I got.
Awesome. Thank you, Alan. That's a powerful hack. Let's go to Janine. What's yours?
My hack is affirmation. Listen to affirmations because it teaches your mind to think positively and take away any negativity that goes on in that crazy mind of yours. And I'm not specifically talking to you, Lana, I'm talking to everybody because, you know, I've got a boardroom meeting in my mind every day and it's absolutely crazy. But affirmations helps me to stay focused. You know, it's the small things. If you close your eyes, I attract money easily. If you say that to yourself every day, it's going to happen. The right people will come your way and your path will be clear for you to have proper freedom. So affirmation is definitely one of my hacks to that freedom you're looking for. I'm Janine from Jelani Sales, your virtual sales office.
Thank you, Janine. And by the way, guys, if you're looking for some positive affirmations, Janine and Somerville collaborated and they made one of the most beautiful affirmation videos ever. It is on our YouTube channel. I'll link the link in the actual description and you can go and check it out and find yourself for some positive affirmations in Janine's voice. Super cool. Okay, let's hear from Tamron. Tamron, what's your one hack for freedom?
It's stop doing the things that don't make you money. So especially now that you've been in business for 3 years, you know, when you start and you're still building and your budget is exceptionally tight, and at 3 years your budget is still exceptionally tight, it does stay there, but you're going to have growth in budget as you go. And when you begin, you're wearing every single hat and you're doing everything. You're the administrator, the bookkeeper, the janitor, the coffee lady. You are the CEO, you are the salesperson, you are customer care, you are everything. But as time goes on, if you want to begin doing what Alan said, which is working on your business instead of in your business, let go of the things that don't make you money. If your core strength is something like software coding, then bookkeeping is not making you money. Your admin tasks are not making you money. If you are a trainer or a teacher, then running around doing errands is not making you money. So look at the areas of your business that you can give to somebody else. And it doesn't have to be a staff member. In fact, in the beginning, I don't recommend staff members. I say start with outsourcing because you're going to find someone who is brilliant in their field who will help you for just the amount of time that you need help. And you can pay them an hourly fee that you are comfortable with, and you can go and make double that in the same time doing what you are good at. So I would say let go of the things that you don't make you money and that you're not comfortable doing.
I love that, Tamron, because I hate doing bookkeeping and admin and errands.
Most people do.
I like talking to people, so I should do that for a living. Oh, wait, I am. Thank you, Tamara. No, that is awesome and super valid. I love that. Using leverage, people as leverage to accelerate your growth. Yeah, epic hack. Kelsey, you also had your heart up. Are you going to give us your best hack for building freedom in a business?
Yeah, so I'm actually 6 months into my business and still also in the corporate world. So I kind of am in that same boat. I completely understand where you're at. But my hack and what I'm currently focusing on is surrounding myself with like-minded people that will build you up and give you the drive to continue moving forward, because sometimes you do get to a point to where you think that it's too much and you look at giving up, but then when you reach out to the people around you that have that knowledge and that passion that you started with, that gave you the idea to start your business, they help you to keep moving forward. So that's mine.
That's awesome, Kelsey. I think you just became Peter's favorite person on this call, right, Peter?
No, definitely. Something that really gets me is I understand that you can get employees, and I understand that you can also go the route of outsourcing, but there is a crucial step before both of those, and that crucial step is that often as new business owners or business owners that have been in business for less than 3 to 4 years, they tend to still want to do everything on their own, but yet the budget is so tight that they can't really outsource and they can't really employ people either. So there's a step before that. And it is as simple as an energy exchange. I need bookkeeping done. I meet a bookkeeper. They need a service that I have. We trade services. My bookkeeping gets done, and the service that they require gets done too. If you can build those relationships, and that's all within networking, you can actually have this safety net of people around you that still do the things that you are not good at doing. You can still concentrate and focus on the things that you should be doing, which are, like Tamron said, are the things that make you money. You don't necessarily have to spend physical money to get what it is that you require. So a little bit of planning, a little bit of relationship building, some networking, some position yourself in the right space. At this point in time, if I wanted to start a new business, obviously we run a networking company, so we have access to loads of people that do loads of different things.
People.
So if I decided to, okay, right, I want to start a new business and I need branding. I need somebody to do a website. I need somebody that's going to do my bookkeeping. I need somebody that's going to be my VA and make sure that my schedule is done. I need somebody that's going to, there are relationships for those things, as long as the relationships are mutually beneficial, not I take. I give value, I receive value. You're actually building each other. You're not just taking their service, you're providing them with a service too. You're building them. And then as a group, you build each other. It is that simple.
Find a group and build together. I'm 100% for that. Because Lorna, I'll tell you, like, I love to try doing things by myself and on my own. And I'm pretty good at it, Peter, come on. By myself on my own, I built my own accounting practice to about 75 loyal monthly clients that were spending money. We had R1 million turnover, and I wanted more, and I just couldn't get further than that.
Yeah, but at the same time, you were working 18, 20-hour days.
That is true. So build the relationships, find the people that love you, and then listen to their advice. Like, it's actually like, I've been converted. It is important to just you know, me and Janine will just get on a call and we'll just chat and we'll have coffee or wine, depending on what type of day it was. But and it's so amazing because I know now I can literally reach out to her anytime, no matter what the problem is. I can call her and tell her, you know, well, I'm giving up on networking. I'm starting a parachute company, and she'll be like,
What color your parachute's going to be?
I know the perfect person. I'm on yours. We doing parachutes all the way. Screw networking, parachutes. But you know, it sounds silly, but it's having people like that in your life is just it's amazing. And it just accelerates everything else that you try to do and are doing. So yeah, that's my hack. And we are out of time. I want to thank everyone that's been on this call for giving your absolute best value and for being here. You're such amazing, awesome people. Lana, thank you for writing in to us and asking that question. I just had to dedicate a whole show to it because I think it's such an important, amazing question to answer, and it deserves the best answers. So I want to encourage you, if you want to continue the conversation, go and chat in the comments on YouTube. Continue the conversation. I know all the experts on the call here now are raring to go there. So they are so there. So if you continue the conversation over there, they'll pick it up. You'll get more answers. All of you continue the conversation in the comments, ask more of your questions, and then please click on the LinkedIn links that I'm going to put for these awesome people in the description. Go and connect with them because these are the entrepreneurs. These are those people that you want by your side.
Well, these are those people that are actually doing what needs to be done. So if you want to know how to do it, talk to them.
And like, you know, they're the most fun, authentic, caring individuals in the world as well, because that is what me and Peter are specializing in finding. So these are the people you can happily connect with. They'll stick by your side. Okay, other than that, guys, we will see you again next time. Same place, same link, hopefully.
Same time, maybe.
I'll try to start on time, maybe, we'll see. But thank you for coming back every single week. Thanks for being here. We absolutely love you. You know, this wouldn't be possible without you. You're our awesome community and fans and experts. And they just share the show and invite your friends to come and tag along. Let's create this space for us entrepreneurs to feel safe in, network in, and learn from each other.
And as well, if there is a topic or something that you are stuck with or something that you need help with, put it in the comments. You know, let's create a discussion about it. We can always create another show around the topic. That's what we're here for.
Oh,
so,
yes. And last thing, if you guys know of anyone that is wanting to get into the YouTube game or wanting to help with the visibility of our YouTube channel or wanting to just get involved in that task force in any way, shape or form, we are focusing very much on the visibility aspect in Explore ProTech right now. So if you can put those people in touch with us as well, that would be amazing. Thank you. We love you. See you soon.
stay safe.
Bye-bye.